Hello everyone, welcome to my video. In today's video, let's have a quick introduction about what is NumPy. Okay, NumPy is nothing but it's a library built over Python for especially for numerical analysis. So NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay, so when do we generally use NumPy is NumPy, as I said, like it is generally used for numerical analysis. So whenever you deal with large numbers or arrays or any kind of numerical related data, generally in that situation NumPy would be very useful because if you imagine in a traditional list, right? So lists will be um, very slower when you work with larger amount of data, whereas especially for this purpose, whenever you want to work with large number of data or large number of arrays, this NumPy is of greater use. Okay, so in this tutorial we'll just keep it simple, like we'll just have a very quick intro about how we can create a NumPy array and how we can access the elements from the NumPy arrays using indexing and all. Okay, so just to start with, we just want to make sure that NumPy library is installed successfully. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna verify if my NumPy library is installed. So I'm just going to the path, my Amazon path, and just providing the command pip install NumPy. Okay. Yeah, so if you see the requirement is already satisfied, that the reason is because I have already got it installed. So in case if you have not it installed, it will definitely install the NumPy library successfully, and now you are ready to go. Okay, so in this first example, what I've done is I've just declared a simple list, like I've stored it under a variable called arr. Under numpy.array, I'm just declared a normal list. Okay, just see, let's see how this gets converted into a NumPy array. Yeah, if you see, it's within the square brackets, it's giving me the NumPy array. If you want to verify if it is a NumPy array or not, what you can do is just verify the type of the array. Yeah, here it is. So it says NumPy array. Okay, as simple as that. So so this is a very basic example how you deal with how you can build a NumPy array. Okay, so this is my first example, and second example is it's like similar. Here I have tuple instead of list. In my previous example I had list. Here I have my tuple. So it will work similarly as how I explained earlier. So as simple as that. Now the tuple is converted into a NumPy array. Okay, similarly, if you want to work with 2D array or multi-dimensional array, then you can follow the same syntax where you can provide the um, 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 lists or the array you want to build in multi-dimensional way, like as I shown here. Okay, so I'll quickly run and show this. Yeah, now if you see, it's basically a 2D array, which the output is displayed in a form of 2D array. Okay, so this is one way of dealing with NumPy arrays. Similarly, if you want to deal with multi-dimensional 3D arrays, again, if you see here an example here, I have just declared various basically different lists in a form of three-dimensional format. So I will just quickly run and show this. Yeah, now if you see, this is an example of a three-dimensional array where I have this is an example of a NumPy three-dimensional array. Okay, similarly, now you have created an array in a very simple way. So if you want to access the elements in an array, like if it will work like a normal regular indexing, however, how you used in your regular programming, right? So the indexing also works in the same way. So here, if I want to access the second element, now I'm just indexing starts with 0, right? So if I want to access my second element, I will provide array of 1, so I'm expecting it to print the value 2. Yeah, as simple as that. Similarly, if I want to access a value in a two-dimensional array. For example, 1 denotes I want to access the second array, and if I want to access the fifth element, then my index would be 4. So I'm expecting my value 10 to be printed over here. So let's run and see. Yeah, so this is an example of how you deal with positive indexing. So there's a concept called negative indexing, right, in Python. So negative indexing is nothing but accessing the elements in an array backwards. Okay, so here it's a similar example where I need to just provide the minus value, because the negative indexing starts from -1, -2, and so -3 and so on. Okay, so here the array, so I want to display, I want to look into my array index 1, that is basically the second array, and I'm trying to access the -2 index, so which is 10 is -1 and 9 is -2. I'm expecting 9 to be printed over here. Yeah, as simple as that. Okay, so this is how you can access the index elements in an NumPy array. And so also you can perform multiple operations using this NumPy array. So for example, I've just shown you a basic example of how to perform addition between two numbers within an array. Like here I have declared a simple 1D array, one dimensional array, and I'm just performing a additional operation of index 1 and index 2. Basically 2 plus 3 should be 5. Okay, so let's quickly run and see. Yeah, as simple as that. Okay, so this way you can use NumPy for larger operations. Okay, so whenever you deal with larger or complex problems in Python, right? So instead of going with the traditional arrays or traditional list, I would suggest you to try out this NumPy array, which is greatly useful. From a performance point of view also, it's very quicker when compared to lists. This yeah, what I've shown here in this introductory tutorial is very basic information about NumPy. In our forthcoming videos, let's dig in deeper and understand the complex operations of NumPy works. So yeah, this is all about today's video. In case if you have any queries, just put it in the comment section. I will try to answer it as soon as possible. If you like my channel, just subscribe to my channel. Thank you.